Mga katropa, alam mo ba na ang DWDD 1134 kHz AFP radio ay ang opisyal na radio station ng Sandatahang Lakas ng Pilipinas na binubuo ng Army, Navy at Air Force na siyang maghahatid sa inyo ng mga balita mula sa ating Armed Forces at iba pang impormasyon. Mga katropa, hanapin at ilike kami sa Facebook, Twitter at YouTube. DWDD AFP Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
They say that it is fatal to enter any war without the will to win it. Yet we should not just win by might, but also strive to win by heart.
Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes.
The Civil Relations Service, Armed Forces of the Philippines, the primary unit of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, tasked to conduct psychological operations and civil affairs programs at the operational and strategic level in support of the AFP's mission accomplishments. It has 7 civil relations groups supporting the different unified commands all over the country and 3 strategic units: Information Development Group, Civil Military Operations School, and Media and Civil Affairs Group. It supports the Armed Forces of the Philippines through its various lines of efforts, focusing on outright victory against group threats in our country by winning the trust and support of the Filipino people. The Civil Relations Service has been invigorated by the different concepts of support. Center for PCVE provides data collection and strategy development support, serves as the central hub for civil military operations related data for research and special studies, parallel to preventing and countering violent extremism. Social media operations ensure the relevance of CRS-AFP's social media efforts in shaping the perception of the public towards the AFP. Information awareness secures the dominance of the AFP and the information environment that proactively and actively deflects or neutralizes enemy propaganda, insulating the public against misinformation, ensuring the protection and preservation of the cognitive domain as an integral part of national security. Stakeholder engagement at the operational and strategic level supports the AFP by developing partnerships and building alliances through civil affairs activities, which develop interagency coordination and collaboration. CRS-AFP employs national and area cadre teams as third-party advocates, exposing the communist terrorists' modus operandi, whereby preventing recruitment and disrupting enemy resource generation schemes. Undoubtedly, the Civil Relations Service has been paving the way for the Armed Forces of the Philippines in its desire to resolve exploited issues in the society. Abandon and romanticize armed struggle and violent extremism. Protect the territorial integrity and sovereignty of our country and sustain the confidence of the Filipino people. Indeed, trust and confidence are built and maintained through a series of unwavering efforts. This is your Civil Relations Service, your vanguards of truth, your warrior diplomats.
Whatever it takes, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes, 'cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes, yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I'll do what it takes.
Ngayong Sabado sa ang inyong kawal, sabay-sabay nating tunghayan ang pag-usbong ng modernisasyon ng Armored Division ng Hukbong Katihan ng Pilipinas. Paano nga ba sila naghahanda sa bagong yugto ng depensa mula sa internal security operations hanggang sa panibagong yugto ng territorial defense? Lahat ng yan sa ang inyong kawal, Sabado alas 8 ng gabi sa UNTV, your public service channel.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Mga katropa, para lagi kang updated sa inyong sandatahang lakas ng Pilipinas, siguraduhin naka-like at follow ka sa AFP Radio DWDD Facebook page at nakatune in sa 1134 kHz AFP DWDD. Panoorin ang weekly documentary program ng AFP Radio na Ang Inyong Kawal, Sabado alas 8 ng gabi. Simulcast po ito sa Inyong Kawal Facebook at YouTube channel. And keep up the good work sa team. Ayan, Media and Civil Affairs Group, CRS AFP, maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Mga katropa, narito na ang programang maghahatid sa inyo ng mga napapanahong balita at impormasyon mula sa AFP Reserve Force, Laang Kawal para sa Bayan, kabalikat ng mamamayan. Ito ang inyong Reservist Hour.
Sulong mga anak bayan, kapit bisig langkay-langkay, hahataw sa isang hudyat. Laang kawal handang lakas, tani-tani sa musari, puso, isip, kaluluwa, pinag-isang mga mitip para sa isang bandila. Sulong na reserbang pwersa para sa bandila, bayan, tulong bigla ang kawal sa kapwa at kababayan. Nasa isang kabuuan, kakaisang walang tuloy, pananalig, kasarian, yaman, tulong, kutis, mandil, na ang kawal sa larangan, handa rin maghatid tulong sa panahong kalamidad o sa pambansang pagtulong. Sulong na reserbang pwersa para sa bandila, bayan, tulong bigla ang kawal sa kapwa at kababayan. Nasa isang kapunuan, kakaisang walang turing, pananalig, kasarian, yaman, tulong, kutis, mandil, na ang kawal sa larangan, handa rin maghatid tulong sa panahong kalamidad o sa pambansang pagtulong. Sulong na reserbang pwersa para sa bandila,
Ayan, isang magandang umaga Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Isang napakagandang araw po ng Sabado para sa ating mga laang kawal. Isang magandang umaga rin sa ating mga tropang nakikinig, nakaantabay at nanonood sa ating himpilang DWD 1134 kHz sa AM at sa ating Facebook Live AFP Radio DWD. Ito po ang inyong katropang Jai at ito ang ating programang Reservist Hour. Bago po natin simulan ang ating programa mga katropa, ay binabati po muna natin ang ating Deputy Chief of Staff for Reservist and Retiree Affairs, J9, na walang iba kundi si Major General Joel Alejandro S. Naknak, Philippine Army. And also ang Chief Mobilization and Utilization Division ng OJ9, Colonel Alan Peter D. Rodeo, Philippine Army, MNSA. Sa lahat po ng mga officers, enlisted personnel at mga kawani ng OJ9, isang magandang umaga po. At mga katropa, ngayong umaga makakasama natin live via video teleconferencing ang ating mga panauhin mula sa 513 Naval Squadron Reserve from NF9 Naval Forces Central at Naval Reserve Center ng Eastern Visayas Naval Reserve Command. Makakapanayan po natin sina Lieutenant Abner A. Regis sa Philippine Navy Reserve, ang Squadron Commander ng 513 Naval Squadron Reserve, also si Lieutenant Commander Hermenegildo B. Agopitak Jr. Philippine Navy, ang Assistant Chief of Staff for Reservice and Retiree Affairs NF9 Naval Forces Central at si Lieutenant Commander Jimson L. Renios Philippine Navy, ang Deputy Commander naman ng Naval Reserve Centers Eastern Visayas Naval Reserve Command. Sirs, magandang umaga po sa inyo and welcome po sa ating programang Reservist Hour. Bumati po muna tayo sa ating mga tagapakinig sa radio at viewers online, sirs.
Gandang umaga sa Tropan Guy. Hindi po ay salamat sa inyong panyaya na kami mag-guest ngayon sa ating programa at binabati namin yung lahat ng mga service natin sa Philippine Navy na dito sa Naporsen at sa aming commander na si Commodore Ferrante M. Dagwa Philippines and Deputy Commander si Captain Alvin B. Dr. Philippine Navy and PSP Captain Wilmer C. Bassett, Philippine Express Support at sa lahat ng tropa namin sa Naval Forces Central at sa Philippine Naval Service natin under NRC Eastern Visayas and NRC Western Visayas. Magandang umaga po sa atin.
Magandang umaga, Katopang Jai, lalong-lalong sa lahat ng ating tagapakinig. Sa aming Commander Naval Reserve Command, Major General Joseph Ferros Esquison, Philippine Navy Marines, at aming Commander Naval Reserve Center, Eastern Visayas, Captain Randy C. Apitana, Philippine Navy General Staff Corps, and the rest of the Naval Reservists ng ating Philippine Navy. Magandang umaga.
Good morning to all. Magandang umaga sa mga taga-subaybay ng programa na to. At sa mga fellow reservists, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
Ayan sir, magandang umaga ulit sa ating mga panauhin ngayong umaga sir. No? Sir, bago tayo dumako sa ating pag-uusapan ngayong umaga, ay nais po namin malaman kung saan po nakabase itong ating mga units sir.
Ang Naval Forces Central ay kami sa Naval Base sa Pael Ramos dito sa Lapu-Lapu City sa Cebu and ito yung headquarters namin and sa NRC Eastern Visayas kasi na yung maganap San Commander.
Ang atin namang headquarters Naval Reserve Center Eastern Visayas nakabase sa Arellano Boulevard, Barangay Tinago, Cebu City. At ito yung nakikater sa lahat ng reservists natin, reserve units and NROTC units sa buong Region 7 and Region
8. Sa amin naman, yung squadron namin sa buong Cebu, sa Eastern Visayas, we have 3 squadron. We have 51 first and 51 second. And ang sa akin, I'm acting commander sa 513 Naval Squadron Reserve. My area of responsibility is sa buong south of Cebu. So, diyan ako nakabase.
Ayan, mga katropa, lahat ng mga panauhin natin ngayon mga katropa ay nakabase po sa Cebu City. So maayong adlaw po sa ating lahat mga katropa mula dyan sa Cebu City. And eto na sir, moving on with our topic for this morning ay patungkol po sa Philippine Navy mobilization exercises aboard. Sir, can you tell us dito sa ating patungkol dito sa ating what is Philippine Navy Mobilization Exercise 2024 aboard Naval Forces Central all about?
Thank you, Tropang Jai. Itong Philippine Navy Mobilization Exercise or MOBEX 2024 aboard Naval Forces Central Area of Responsibility. Kinandak natin to last 31 August to 08 October, and ang exercise was designed to sustain the readiness and responsiveness of Philippine Navy regular and reserve forces, especially during conduct of interagency operations with concerned LGUs and other agencies and non-government agencies. And actually, ito po ay it's second iteration na ibig sabihin nakandak namin to last year, so pangalawang beses na namin nakandak ito ngayong taon. And ang focus namin is yun pa rin to utilize the PNR service sa ating mga centers involving NRS and Western Visayas, NRS and Eastern Visayas, para ma-evaluate namin yung extent ng ating mga reservists with regards to their interoperability and paano sila mag-operate side by side with the Philippine Navy Regular Force. And for this year, ang ating main effort naman is the PNR service from NRS and Eastern Visayas. Sila yung naka-base dito sa Region 8 and Region 7 and Region 8. And supporting effort naman yung NRS, mga service from NRS and Eastern Visayas na sila yung nandun sa Region 6 or sa bandang Iloilo. So,
yes, sir. Sir, paano po yung duration nitong ating mobilization exercise? Gaano katagal ito usually kinakandak?
Yung duration natin ng current yung nakatapos lang na mobilization exercise, nag-start to last 31 August. We conducted series of activity pre-MOBEX exercises hanggang sa exercise proper at nagtatapos ito last October 8, 2024.
So more than a month, sir, yung pagsasagawa natin itong mobilization exercise. And when it comes to number of participants, sir, ilan po yung usual na capacity or number of participants that usually na parang participants nitong or attendees nitong ating MOBEX, sir?
Sa ating MOBEX ngayon is nasa mga 520 lahat siya kasama yung regulars na tropang Jai. But specifically sa ating reservists is nasa 319 participants. Kasama na dito yung sa buong region under ng Naval Forces Central Area of Responsibility from Region 6 to Region 6, 7, 8. And hindi lang to mga reservists, meron din tayong mga na-engage na mga LGUs na tumulong sa atin mag-conduct na training like na request natin ng from OCD7, the LGU of Naga, so parang collaboration sa LGUs at the same time the Philippine Navy.
Yes, sir. Parang the exercise is more like of a whole of nation approach na exercise since we also have participants from the LGU. So, ibig sabihin nito, sir, is more on HADR ba or included ba si HADR sa mobilization exercise natin, sir?
Katropang Jai, actually, ito yung MOBEX na to, ito yung pagsasanay between the regular force and the reserve force. So, wala naman siguro may gusto na magkaroon tayo ng gira sa atin, pero mas laman na well prepared if something happened. So itong exercise na ito, dito masusukat yung response ng mga reserve force natin with the regular force. So So yung actual na nangyari dahil may binigay na senaryo. So with a concern to the local government units, other government agencies, and non-government agencies. So this exercise was aimed to focus on the command thrust to utilize the Philippine Navy Reserve from Innersin West Visayas and the Innersin East Visayas, the necessary skills or capability to augment the requirements of the regular force. So kaya nga tinatawag na MOVEX, in case may mobilization mangyari, alam na natin na kaming mga reserve force sa pamagitan ng exercise na ito, we have the skills to show the regular force the interoperability to address within threats within our area of responsibility.
Ayan, mga katropa, this is parang the overall mission of this mobilization exercise is talagang to equip our regular and also our reserve force in times of needs. Sir, medyo curious lang po tayo, sir, no? Paano po natin parang minomobilize yung tropa natin, sir? The moment na, kasi di ba may mga scenarios tayo during the MOBIC, sir. So paano natin parang kinocall yung ating mga tropa or yung ating mga units, specifically the Philippine Navy Reserve Forces dyan sa ating area, parang paano po yung mangyayari nito, sir? On how are we going to call them first? For example, may mga nangyaring, for example, the scenario is may nagkaroon ng bagyo. We need our Philippine Navy Reserve Force. So paano po natin parang kinocall yung ating mga units or mga reserve forces when it comes to scenarios like this, sir?
In terms of scenarios like tulad ng bagyo, if ever the regular force is not enough to address the situation, the country through the Philippine Navy will declare auxiliary service upon the authority of the President and will direct all members of the Ready Reserve Force in affected area or its near environs to really report to the stated mobilization center and render their services as required ng natin doon sa senaryo na nangyayari po.
Ayan. Sir, we have already know the general objectives of conducting mobilization exercises, sir, ano? How about the specific objectives, sir, ng pagsasagawa po ng ating mga mobilization exercises?
Sa mga naman natin sa Tropang specific objectives, naka-focus kami sa mga trainings and related sa ratings ng ating mga service na sa sailors and marines service natin since sa amin sa Navies, meron kami mga specific na ratings. So, ang ginagawa namin is, for example, sa mga service sailors, so tinipay natin sila sa shipboard evolution at sa marines naman na service is nagkaroon din ng training sa amphibious rate and other individual trainings like incident command system and meron din martial arts, yung indicator siya, kalik. Pero itong martial arts is pangkalahatan to since applicable sa lahat ng service natin. While other trainings like involving ECDR, tulad na collapse, structure search and rescue, and yung community-based risk reduction and management training, USR or the water search and rescue, naka-focus na sa ating sailors, although lalo na dito sa kawasan, although hindi naman tulad, pwede pa rin naman yung natin na marines. And other trainings like meron din tayong training sa naval and warfare, cyber defense capability. So, itong mga trainings na to is kinakandak natin para ma-ensure talaga natin na knowledgeable and maging skillful ang ating service by the time na although simulation din yung ginawa natin training, but hindi naman natin pinapangarap na pala ng mga untoward incidents in the future, but mas magandang handa din sila at since nakaka-focus tayo ngayon sa ready reserve, so dapat ready talaga sila by the
Yes, sir. Sir, matanong ko lang, part po ba ng ating mobilization exercise yung mga exercises aboard the mga Philippine Navy vessels natin, sir?
So, kasama yun yung sa shipboard evolution, nag-conduct sila doon na trainings like naval tactics and SIMA 4X, yung magamit na mga flights natin. And meron din part doon ng mga maneuvers ng barko. And at the same time, yung may natin tayong specialized service to conduct visit board search and seizure or BDSS. And yung iba naman is pinitrain natin sa radio communication, so communication exercise.
Yes, sir. Sir, bali, medyo marami-rami po yung na-mention natin kaninang numbers of participants ng ating mobilization exercise, sir. Ano? Bali, etong 500 plus na participants natin, sir. Lahat ito, sir, they will undergo through the same exercises, sir, within this parang duration, sir, or merong specific na groups na, for example, a platoon ba kaya, sir, or a company na parang sila yung sa part na to ng exercise, and then this particular company naman is for ship parang or vessel exercises, or lahat sila, sir, they will undergo through the same exercises all throughout this MOBEX 2024, sir?
Except for the participants of amphibious raid as well as the shipboard rating involved doon sa conduct natin ng at-sea events, the rest of the serials, lahat po sila involved po doon, including yung practical and yung mga Zoom trainings na nakandak.
Yes, sir. So bali, depends on the rating, sir, ano, kung saan sila fit to go to parang kasama dito sa ating mobilization exercise. Depends talaga sa ratings nila.
Opo, depends po sa rating, at the same time yung capability po na trainers at the same time ng venue na pagkandakan na kaya silang involved doon sa certain activity. However, 90% of the activities and serials, all of the reservists, silang lahat po involved po doon.
Sir, when it comes to ano naman, sir, I believe the MOBEX part po yung humanitarian assistance and disaster response. Paano po yung nangyayaring parang scenarios when it comes to HADR, sir, sa mga mobilization exercises, sir? Kasi meron pong na-mention. Yes, sir.
Yung sa SCDR po, kasi ang scenario kasi natin sa meron tayong amphibious raid sa City of Naga. Dito sa Cebu, pinandak natin yung amphibious raid. Part ng scenario is to conduct HCDR. So, since sa scenario is may damage sa area na yun. So, nag-conduct tayo ng civil military operations, the collaborations of NGOs and LGUs of Naga and other tulad ng DOH, Region 8 and Region 7 and other non-government organizations. So, karoon tayo ng CNO which activities na tama dito yung may medical, dental, under services tulad ng feeding program. Meron din mga sa barbers na nagpitin tayo doon sa mga tao under the City of Naga.
Ayan, sir. Sir, eto naman po, sir, sa pagkakandak po ng ating mobilization exercise, parang paano po natin kinakandak ang ating mobilization exercise from planning until matapos po yung ating mobilization exercise?
Medyo mahaba yung naging planning natin sa MOBEX. So, nag-start tayo nag-plan ng March, April 2024. So, comprises siya ng mga series of conferences like ganda kami ng initial planning conference, planning conference, final planning involved dito yung members na mga kasi kami ng exercise director headquarters na composed din ng organic Naval Forces Central ng OPCON or operational unit na TACON units. So, ano to siya talagang plano namin na maigit para talagang conduct namin ng maayos. So, mahaba yung exercise na involved ng maraming personnel logistics. Talagang naayos namin para ma-deliver namin ng maganda yung training. Talagang magiging karoon siya ng effect, magandang effect sa ating, hindi lang sa ating regular, lalo na sa ating mga reservists na ito yung purpose ng next.
Yes, sir. Sir, matanong ko lang din po, sir, meron po ba tayo mga pre-MOBEX activities na isinasagawa din, sir? And kung if ever we do have this pre-MOBEX rather activities, ano-ano po yung ilan sa mga isinasagawa po natin, sir?
We do have the pre-MOBEX activities, which includes the series of conducts of lectures and practicals, like yung lecture natin ng amphibious raid, withdrawal, immediate action drill, planification, call for fire, combat patrolling, combat tactical casualty care, guerrilla warfare, yung training natin ng Pikiti Tertia Kali, and other trainings that were necessary in order to ensure that the at sea phase at saka yung actual natin na amphibious raid makandak ng maayos.
So bali sir, yung mga na-mention mo kanina sir, yung mga lectures, yung ilan sa mga So bali sir, pagdating talaga sa mismong training, MOBEX 2024 ay talagang po halos mga parang simulation exercises na talaga sir. Parang actual na talaga yung mga isasagawa natin during the MOBEX, the mobilization exercises sir.
Tama Tropanjay, yung during the actual mobilization exercise, yun na yung implementation kung ano yung natutunan ng mga reservists natin as well as the regular forces in the conduct of at sea serials and yung amphibious raid natin.
I see, sir. Sir, napakagandang actually mga katropa, no? Like I always commend dito sa ating programa na talagang napakaganda ng mga exercises like this. If ever yung mga reservist rather natin, isang malaking opportunity na parang makasama or maging kabahagi ng mga mobilization exercises such as this Philippine Navy MOBEX 2024 kasi marami kang experience actually na parang marami kang experience, aral na makukuha mula sa ating mga exercises and also the opportunity of kasi matagal ko na kasing parang iniisip yung excitement ba na makasali ka sa parang mga shipboard activities or mga trainings. That is actually one of parang nais nating gawin talaga kasi we're quite intrigued or curious kung ano nga bang nangyayari sa isang vessel exercise. So sir, speaking of vessel, ano-anong mga Philippine Navy capabilities or mga vessels ang present during MOBEX, sir?
During sa MOBEX natin, meron tayong tatlong vessels na lalo na doon sa pag-conduct natin at sea phase. And ang mga bases natin under the Naval Task Force 50, BRP Batak LC-299, and BRP Apolinario Marine PS-36, and BRP Filipino Club PC-36. And sila yung nakasama natin na conduct ng shipboard inclusion or na-train yung mga service na sailor service natin pag-conduct ng mga activities or evolutions na ginagawa ng mga barko pag sa kasabing exercise. So like for example, na-train natin sila kung sa paano mag-challenge kasi kasama sa activity natin doon sa events is pag-conduct ng sovereignty patrol. So, simulate natin yung pag-challenge ng mga vessel of interest sa area para ma-feel nila kung paano talaga mag-conduct ng sovereignty patrol ang ating mga surface assets or ating mga Philippine vessels, lalo na sa ating area operations. At the same time, pag nag-conduct tayo ng external defense operations, yun yung na-apply natin ng sovereignty patrol pag outside na siya ng ating territorial waters. So, na-appreciate naman nila, nakita nila kung paano talaga mag-operate ang ating Philippine surface assets. And maliban doon sa COMEX or sa communication exercise sa pag-challenge sa vessel of interest, ano din sila na kita nila kung paano tayo maneuver ng ating mga vessels. So nagkaroon tayo ng mga line formation, line 1, line 2, and line 1 formation. Ginagamit natin ito yung ating mga formation sa ating surface assets kung nagkaroon ng patrol sa ating mga karagatan. And other activities na practice natin or na conduct natin at sea events is yung BBSS or yung visit board search and seizures. Ito yung ginagawa pag may mga barko na sina-challenge natin na pwede sila compliant or non-compliant. So, binoboard ng ating mga Philippine Navy sailors para i-check yung wala ba sila illegal na ginagawa o sa mga kontrabando na sinala sa loob ng ating territorial waters at sa ating area of responsibility na kapatid.
Ayan mga katropa, no? Actually, lagi nating naririnig to since yung pag-usbong ng issue with our territorial defense ay yung naririnig natin usually yung word na challenge. So, gaya nga ng nasabi ko kanina mga katropa, napakalaking opportunity ang mga mobilization, such as mobilization exercises. Kasi nalalaman o natututo tayo kung paano magsagawa nga nito. Kasi nung mga nakaraang past few months ay parang napakaraming nating naririnig patungkol sa mga usapin patungkol sa ating mga or issues patungkol sa ating territorial defense, no? Yung challenge, kung paano magsagawa ng challenge. So, since included siya sa exercises rather mga katropa, ay isang napakalaking opportunity kung para sa ating mga reservists kung paano ba isagawa itong particular task na ito na to challenge other vessels, kung ano ba ang kahalagahan nito at na ma-perform natin na maayos. So, it is actually a very great opportunity for our reservists as well. Sir, maitanong ko lang din kay Sir Anon, yung patungkol, how was the, naman sir, kay Lieutenant Register, how was the experience naman po sir sa ating mga reservist mula naman dyan sa 513 Naval Squadron Reserve? Since I believe kasama sila or part sila ng ating mobilization exercise. For our reservists, sir, how was the experience for them, sir?
Ayos yung katropang Jai dahil yung MUBIX ginanap sa area of responsibility ko. So doon mismo sa lugar ko, doon ginanap yung amphibious raid kung saan yung mga Marines nagmaneuver. O sila yung nag-conduct talaga ng actual na senaryo. Kasi may kalaban, so doon talaga yung action na nangyari. So napaka-excitement kasi sa nature of a civilian, my job is a seafarer. So hindi ako laging nandito sa atin. So lagi kong nasa labas. So ngayon, this is my first time na timing na nag-attend ako ng actual MUBIX at nag-prepare mismo kung ano yung gagawin namin doon sa area of responsibility mo dahil ginanap ito sa city of Naga, Cebu. So that is a south. So that is a 513 EOR. So yun nga, katrupang Jai, doon ko na nakikita kung excited. Nandun yung mga NABSOG, yung mga special forces, ano yung aksyon nila. Yun, doon ko talaga na experience lahat. So tama yung sinabi mo, yung excitement na as a reservist, yung to sa mga regular force, kasama mga regular force, doon mo matutunan kung ano talaga ang totoong mangyayari.
Ayan, mga katropa, no, nai-imagine ko din yung actually yung excitement ni Sir and as well as the reservist na present during the mobilization exercise kasi nga yung nasabi ni Sir mismong sa AOR nila nangyari yung mobilization or ginawa rather yung mobilization exercises. So for the I can't imagine the feeling, no, mga katropa, na na-feel ng ating mga reservists, the proudness siguro, mga katropa, na dito nang nangyari yung mobilization exercise, and more especially nung pagkatapos na nung exercise, the success. So parang if I'm also there, mga katropa, ay mafe-feel ko talaga na this is a success. This activity is a success and mismong nangyari pa dito sa ating area of responsibility. Sir, aside from MOBEX 2024, is this the last MOBEX for this year, sir? Or bali parang yearly talaga ginagawa natin ang MOBEX, hindi siya twice a year, or parang once a year lang natin siyang kinakandak?
The mobilization exercise is being conducted annually with every naval forces. Meron silang tigi-isang MOBEX. This year, meron lang tayong natitira na isa na ikakandak sa EOR ng National Capital Region.
I believe, sir, we do have participants as well coming from Eastern Visayas na makikilahok dito sa ating sir, or purely NCR lang ito, sir?
Purely NCR lang po yung lalahok sa mobilization exercise for the National Capital Region EOR. Pero
sir, speaking of by area naman na pagsasagawa ng mobilization exercise, do we also have mobilization exercises na yung parang yung involved is lahat ng areas in the Philippines? Parang isahang Philippine Navy mobilization exercises na yung mga participants came from different unified commands ba kaya, or different areas other than NCR or ano, sir?
Currently, wala pa tayong ganong program at Tropanjay. Maybe in the near future, we will conduct that kind of exercise. In addition doon sa mobilization exercise naman na kinakandak natin for the Navy-wide, for the Navy in every naval forces, meron naman tayong tinatawag na joint training exercise under the unified commands. Yung involved dyan is hindi lang Navy, kundi yung ibang reserve force coming from the Army, the Air Force, and the APRESCOM.
Yes, sir. I also have heard regarding this joint training exercise. Sir, sa area ba ng Eastern Visayas, tapos na po ba yung joint training exercise natin na ito, sir?
Yung GTEX natin dito sa Viscom EOR, tapos na po. It was a success, including yung nangyari din natin na MOBEX na yun, success naman din without any untoward incidents.
I see, sir. Sir, ano pang mga activities or meron pa aside from this MOBEX sa area po natin dyan sa Visayas, sir? Meron pa po bang ibang mga training exercises na isasagawa by November or December ba kaya, sir?
In every week, we do have active duty training na kinakandak. The reservists coming from the Region 7s and 8 under our EOR, including yung reservists naman doon sa Western Visayas, nagkakandak din sila ng EDT natin, wherein our reservists are being trained in the respective field of specializations and rating in coordination with our regular Philippine Navy units. Kinakandak din natin to regularly aside doon sa exercise na naganap noong yung tulad ng mobilization exercise.
Ayan. Sir, eto naman, sir, if meron ba tayong mga other than these exercises, sir, sa area po natin, sa each areas po natin, ano pa pong mga activities ang nais ninyong ibahagi sa ating mga katropa, sir, para naman ma-invite din po natin yung ibang mga katropa nating reservists dyan sa inyong area, especially dyan sa Cebu. If you do have other activities, sir, you can ma-i-relay natin sa ating mga katropa, sir.
Katropang Joy, actually ngayong araw, meron tayong regional reservist convention sa aming mga reservists dito sa aboard dito sa headquarters ng Visayas Command. Si J9 yung ating guest of honor speaker. So after nitong activity natin ngayon, din kami, malilipat kami ng mag-attend namin kami sa regional service convention.
Yes, sir. Bali, itong Regional Reservist Convention, sir, were ilang mga reservists yung nakasama natin ngayon, sir?
Nasa mga mga more or less 500 coming from the service coming from the Philippine Navy, dito rin from NRC Eastern Visayas, meron din tayong service from Philippine Army, from RCDC, RCPA, pati sa airport, Pampanga. So yun, more or less 500 participants ang mag-attend.
Bali, ngayon, sir, is nasa Viscom na natin nangyayari yung regional convention na yan, sir.
Sa
mismong
command. Dito po sa headquarters ng Viscom dito sa Cebu City.
Yes, sir. Sir, how about naman po sa ating 513 Naval Squadron, sir? Ano pong mga upcoming activities na aabangan po ng ating mga katropa dyan?
Katropang Jay, mayroon tayong closing ceremony sa BCMC Batch 2, Balintawak, ngayong 27 October, that is Sunday. So, na sila, pag-graduate na sila as basic citizen military training. And then sa afternoon, the same day, we have assembly test. So, lahat ng mga reservists under 51st NGR, Naval Group Reserve, doon magkita-kita. So the same place sa City of Naga, Cebu. So yun ang latest na activity this coming 27 October.
Ayan, mga katropa. Sir, if you have mga incoming activities pa, sir, ay sa inyo po ang pagkakataon upang i-invite ang ating mga katropa dyan sa Naval Reserve Command or also Naval Forces Central. If meron po tayong mga gustong i-relay ng mga activities, sir.
We would like to call all the Filipino people, especially the people in Region 7 and 8, to kindly be accounted and report to our respective units, including the ROTC units, especially those Filipino who are not part of the reserve force, to be accounted and sasali po tayo sa pag-conduct po natin na tinatawag ng Basic Citizen Military Training or course, para after the course, you will become part of the Philippine Navy Reserve Force and matrain po tayo in order not to only defend our country in times of war but also help in protecting in disaster relief assistance and socio-economic development of our country.
Ayan, mga katropa. Gusto ko yung sinabi ni Sir na hindi lamang sa in times of war natin na mapaghahandaan yung ating mga sarili as part of the community, kundi maging sa disaster din, which is actually hindi natin lalo ngayon na parang minsan hindi natin parang na-foresee yung mga incoming na mga disaster na talaga sa bansa natin. So it is actually, and yung mga nakaraang sakuna ay naging eye-opener talaga sa atin na dapat maging handa tayo. So tama yung sinabi ni Sir na hindi lamang in times of war but also in disaster, mga disaster na operations, mga katropa. No? And also, talagang napakahalaga din na magkaroon tayo or maging equipped and ready tayo kasi isa tayo sa mga first responders ng ating community. So napakalaking halaga na mapabilang sa mga exercises or trainings na kinakandak ng ating mga unit such as Naval Reserve Command and Naval Forces Central. And malaking opportunity, gaya nga ng lagi namin nasasabi or na-mention kanina, na talagang isang malaking opportunity na matuto mula sa mga exercises na to. And speaking of opportunities and learnings mga katropa, sir, nais ko lamang pong itanong, sa pagsasagawa ng mobilization exercise, ano po yung parang nakukuha ng ating, para po maengganyo natin ang ating mga katropang nanonood at nakikinig ngayon, ano? Paano po or gaano po ka-importante ang pagsasagawa ng mga trainings and exercises such as MOBEX para sa ating mga katropang nais nating maging kabahagi ng ating reserve force?
Magandang tanong po yan, katropang dyan, kasi talagang sa ngayon, ay task ng ating higher headquarters na magkaroon talaga tayo na ma-achieve natin yung tayong AEP total force concept wherein the reserve force is expected to possess the necessary skills and capabilities na maging at par sila in terms of skills and knowledge ng ating mga regular force. So, pag sumali sila sa mga training na ganito, hindi lang sila kumbaga mag-enjoy at the same time tataas yung kanilang self-confidence as member of the armed forces the Philippines. Kasi alam nila na may-improve yung kanilang skills, knowledge, and kanilang pagiging member na sa amin sa Navy, pagiging sailors, or sa mga pagiging marine. So alam nila kung anong gagawin. In case of hindi naman natin ito mangyari, pero magkaroon talaga ng mobilization, talagang alam nila ang gagawin as a member of the Ready Reserve Force, since sila yung unang call to active duty natin pag magkaroon ng mga eventualities. So, maasahan. So, ang gusto mangyari ng higher commands is meron tayong maasahang reserve force na kung kinakailangan pag na-activate natin or pinocall natin to active duties, talagang makaperform sila as a member of the Philippine Navy.
Ayan mga katropa. Ito sir, bago tayo magtapos ng ating programa sir, no, ay hihingan namin kayo bawat isa ng mensahe na inyong nais iparating para sa ating mga katropang nais maging kabahagi ng Naval Reserve Force and also sa ating mga katropang mga reservist na especially dyan sa ating area sa Cebu.
Una nagpa-regret ulit yung aming commander sa Naval Forces Central, sa Commander Gante and Edward Philippines. Kasi yung Commander Naval Forces Central, dahil sa kaniyang support sa ating activities na conducted successfully. And same time, also our Deputy Commander, Captain Andre, Dr. Philippine and our CS, Captain Mercy Pacific Lieutenant. Tapos siya rin yung ating Station Director. Siya yung head na gumagawa pa tayo ng planning para talagang conduct natin na ayos yung Philippine Navy Mobilization Exercise 2024 according to Naval Forces Central responsibilities. So, lahat ng mga reservists na dito under na NRC Eastern Visayas next for the next iteration of the exercise na hindi pa nakapag-join na kayo. Kita-kita tayo next year. Sana talagang para gusto rin namin na ma-experience na talaga kung paano paging part ng exercise at ma-enhance yung skills as a member ng Philippine Navy Service. Maraming salamat.
Katrupang Gaya, una sa lahat na about itong MOBEX exercise. Sa una na nagpasalamat kami sa may kapal na successful yung MOBEX natin na walang aksidente na nangyari during the entire exercise. And then nagpasalamat ako sa City of Naga LGUs saan ginanap talaga yung MOBEX natin, yung actual. So nagpasalamat ako sa kanila, lalo na yung City Mayor si Valdemar Chong that the activities make it happen. So at sa mga organic at reservists under the City of Naga Marine Fleet, no, headed by Staff Sergeant Bernel Alinsonorin, Philippine Navy Marines Reserve, na tumulong sa preparasyon. So hindi kasi basta-basta na exercise to, lalo na doon sa actual na event. So nagpapasalamat ako sa kanila. And then officers and enlisted personnel sa NRC na EV, headed by our commander, Captain Randy C. Hapitana, Philippine Navy General Staff Corps. So to my unit, 513rd Naval Squadron Reserve sa south of Cebu, and also mga to all seafarers, mga dakilang mandaragat. So of course to my lovely wife, hospital woman, men second class, Tati Rihis, also Philippine Navy Reserve. Yun lang, Katropang Jay.
On behalf of our Commander, Naval Reserve Center, Eastern Visayas, Captain Randy C. Hapitana, Philippine Navy General Staff Corps, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the Philippine Navy leadership, as well as the leadership of Major General Joseph Ferros Esquison, Philippine Navy Marines, for this opportunity in joining this mobilization exercise 2024 in the Naval Forces Central Area of Responsibilities. And on behalf of the reservists din under our AOR, maraming salamat at they were subjected to series of activities na nakakatulong talaga sa kanila to upgrade their readiness in responding in eventualities. At the same time, I would like to encourage also all the reservists na hindi nakasali, that in the next year's iteration of the MOBEX exercise, na sana makasali po tayo lahat, and those Filipino citizens na hindi pa po part ng reserve force ng ating Armed Forces of the Philippines to report to your reserve units or reserve centers na nagkakandak ng training para ma-count po kayo at mabigyan po kayo na necessary training in order for you to become part of the reserve force of the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Ayan mga katropa, muli ay nakapanayin po natin ang ating mga panauhin na sina Lieutenant Regis, Lieutenant Commander Renyos, and of course Lieutenant Commander Agapitak. Sir, daghang salamat po sa pagpapaunlak ninyo ng aming imbitasyon na kayo po ay makapanayam dito sa ating programa, sa ating programang Reservist Hour. No? Sir, we hope to hear more from you, and aside from the MOBEX 2025, we hope to hear more from your activities pa po na isasagawa dyan sa inyong mga areas. And also,
salamat din sa Propanjay at sa lahat ng ating mga at bago pala matapos ng programa, greet ko rin yung ating asawa na tayo Facebook. Salamat po.
Ayan, hello din sa ating mga reservists dyan sa area ng ating kung saan nakabase ang ating mga panauhin. At ayan na nga po mga katropa, napakadami po sirs ng ating natutunan sa umagang ito sa ating talakayan patungkol sa mobilization exercises. And gaya po ng na-mention ko kanina na we are hoping to hear more from the next conduct of the mobilization exercises pa po. And ayan mga katropa, 1 oras na naman po ang lumipas at napakaraming kaalaman at impormasyon na naman po ang naibahagi ng ating mga panauhin. Sa susunod na Sabado ulit mga katropa ay antabayanan, suportahan at manood po ulit kayo ng ating programang Reservist Hour. At syempre, bago tayo magtapos ay atin mo nang batiin ang ating mga katropang nakatutok sa ating Facebook Live. Unang-una dyan si katropang si Major Ryan Baryon from 1302nd RRIBN. Enjoy your broadcast, Katropang Jai. Also si Katropang Shanben Maverick, isa ito sa ating mga masugid na tagapagsubaybay. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagsuporta sa ating programa. Si Katropang Mary Ann Nilas ay nagpapabati po ng isang napakagandang umaga para sa ating lahat. And si Sir Joselito Artus and si Sir Neil Ryan Pers. Maraming salamat po sa pagantabay sa ating programa. Mga katropa, muli ito ang inyong katropang Jai at ito ang ating programang Reservist Hour. Maraming salamat po.
Ito ang DWD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Lumalakad na ako sa tamang landas ng pamumuhay.